do it up. All right, there we go. All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome to a Warhammer 40k game. Obviously, we pretty much forgot about Warhammer, but we did not forget about Warhammer since there's a bajillion sets coming out every other day. Like, literally, like, it was last week was, what, Warhammer? The week before that was Infinity, or whatever order it was. I at this point, have literally no idea what's coming out anymore. They're announcing Brothers War stuff tomorrow. I have no idea. Too many damn sets. So we're going to do Warhammer 40k because it's wicked badass, and we're focusing heavily on that today. Got some great people today. Pretty stoked out. We're all playing, which is pretty epic, we're all playing one of the 4 commanders that came out of the Warhammer 40k precon set. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to roll the die, randomize it out, get right into these games, and say who we are and go from there. All right, so I'm going to roll it up. Got a 5. I had to click a billion buttons now. All right, so randomize. Where's the randomize button? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
No!
All right, boom. All right, so break it down in order. We're gonna say who you are and where people can find you. If you got any things you want to shout about, whether it's yourself, other people, you name it, we do not mind. Preach the whole Lord, and say who your commander is, and play turn 1. All right, we're gonna get right into it. So, Nate, be on your ways.
All right, how's it going, everyone? I'm Nate, or TurtleDoc14 on all the socials. Something cool I would like to shout out is that for you guys keeping track with Card Kingdoms and MTG Summit happening in Salt Lake City, Utah this November. They've been gracious enough to let me coordinate a veterans MTG panel, so military members doing a panel there, because so many of us out there are, we play MTG, so that was really cool, really gracious, and thank you for the opportunity. And for tonight, I'm playing Swarm Lord, and I really like this because, I mean, for me, StarCraft kind of esque with the Swarm and the Zerg, so I saw that, and I've never played Tamir colors before, so this will be really, really cool. Have my 7, and I'll start. I'll put down a mountain and pass turn.
All right. I'm Chris. I'm the host. One More Game MTG. Find the YouTube, the Twitch, the Instagrams, the whole 9 yards. I will untap and draw. That changes the entire thing altogether. I do not want to be a target. Please leave me alone. Swamp, Soul Ring, Talisman. Please leave me alone. This happened last time I played a game and I died first, so I don't expect it to go over well, but we'll find out. I am playing Abaddon the Despoiler. It is everyone loses life, and then I cascade like crazy into more spells. I am pretty stoked about this because, just like Nate was saying, I haven't personally played a Grixis deck since Shards of Alara, so it's been a penny in it too, like literally. So I've been trying to I'm pretty stoked to play this out, and I've been seeing it, and it's pretty strong, so I'm pretty excited. And that will be my turn. All right, I pass down to Jansen.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm playing Inquisitor Greyfax. It's my first Esper commander in quite some time. It's a vigilance investigator, taps down some creatures. Pretty cool. Excited to see what we can do with this. You can find me on the socials at Dancing Frog Games. Big thing I'd like to shout out is I got my first 4,000 views on TikTok, which is not a lot, but I'm pretty proud of it.
That's huge. That's big. I don't care what you say. That is huge.
Thank you.
That's legit.
Thank you. So if you're looking for more, I post a lot of stuff on there. I play a lot of Pioneer locally, and I do a little bit of Commander stuff too. So we're going to start off, and we're going to keep it simple with the planes, and I'll send it over to Samson.
Awesome. Of course, like you just said, my name is Samson, or I go by Fallen Samson is my gamer tag. You can also find me on all the fun socials as Fallen Samson, and you can find, I'll be starting streaming again shortly. You can also find me on the new app Whatnot. I'll be selling some Magic stuff shortly. I have a store that's helping me sponsor that. And if you're looking for any games, you can join up on Asylum Gaming Discord, where we launch a bunch of games. And today I'll be playing, I can never pronounce his first name, so I always call him the Silent King.
It's Zarek.
Sorry. Okay. So I'm not a Warhammer 40k person. I'm sorry. I will mispronounce everything in this deck, but I do like mono black artifacts. So we're going to go to that draw, and I will not be like everyone else. I'm not going to play but a land, and I'll pass.
Put down Game Trail. Since I don't have a forest or a mountain to reveal from my hand, it's just going to enter tapped.
All right.
And I kind of like saw that and I was like, dang it, I should have redone that. But like, oh man, I picked this up last night as soon as I got back from my trip, and all I did was sleeve and shuffle. Like I have the deck list pulled up on another screen. I'm like, what is going on with this deck?
I think that makes these decks even way more fun. Is like we know it's a good power level, and we just don't know, but we know, kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass turn.
All right, so I'm gonna untap and then draw. All right, I'm gonna play a mountain, and then I'm going to get out for 5 Night Rampager. It's a 6/5 trample, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose an opponent at random. Night Ranger attacks that player this combat if able. When it dies, it deals 4 damage to target opponent chosen at random. And then I will pass the turn.
Alrighty.
That is what you got hated on last game, dude. Like,
Yeah.
drop a 6 drop on turn 4.
We'll
I
do
gotta
a
slow
plains,
down a little.
a signet, and I'll pass turn. Keep it simple.
It's random,
I said the
so
wrong numbers. I said the wrong numbers and the wrong turn and the wrong mana count. That is a 4-drop 6 on turn 2.
yeah, there was a 6 there somewhere though.
It's just bad. So let's do another swamp. Goodness,
And Jensen, they said that the koi mat slaps.
Thank you.
I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and I need some ramp in here, so let's just tap 2, and I'm gonna play Mind Stone. Nice little fancy Mind Stone. I'll go ahead and pass turn.
All right. Dar the Ancient Oak, thank you for the follow and the sub from Prime. Sweet, thank you.
Tap. I'll put down this Cave of Temptation. Really nice utility land. Gives you a colorless, but also lets you put into one mana of any color. Let's see. Save that. I will tap 3 and cast Harrow as an additional cost to cast this spell. Sacrifice a land, so I'll sacrifice a mountain. And what I'll do is I'll search my library for a forest and a island. I'll put them on tap, shuffle, and that'll be turn for me.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna untap and draw. I'm gonna play a Dismal Backwater. It's just a battlefield tap. I gain 1 life. It's 1, 2. Where am I? 1 life. All right. I'll go right to combat. It's gonna be Nate 1, 2, Samson 3, 4, and Jensen 5, 6. It's a 3, so I'm swinging over at Samson for 6.
I don't like you anymore. Why are you inviting me things?
Well, I think that it is that you thought it was a different number, so the die was like, okay, I gotta go after him.
I was like, I will show you what you meant.
I will then go to second main. I'm gonna pay for 4. I'm gonna play Blood Crusher of Cahorn. Trample. Other creatures you control have trample.
All right.
It's corn.
Yeah, it's corn.
It's corn.
I was sorry, I had to.
I don't blame you. You all set?
Yep, golden. Makes me want to make a TikTok
Awesome.
about that now.
Yeah, now we have to. Draw for turn. I will drop a plains, all white here. And we'll go 3, and I'll drop a Space Marine Scout. That is a 2/1 first strike Vigilant Astartes Scout. And when it enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than me, I can search for a plains and put it onto the battlefield tapped. So
there you go.
I'm on 3, and I believe Turley, Nate, you're on 4, right?
On 4.
Perfect. Cool.
there you
I'm
go.
going to search
You're
up a plains, and then I will use that plains. It comes into play tapped. So I'm going to pass turn. After that, I'm just going to search up now.
And then we have Jansen. He's our man. If he can't do it, no one can by Raxon.
Thank you, Raxon. I appreciate it.
Well, this is not a good day for Samson. Because that is what we call a missed lane drop.
Ooh.
Oh no! Say it ain't so.
It is very much so. To the point I don't want to sacrifice the Mind Stone for a land.
Hey, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
But I will not. I refuse. I'm still on pace, so if I can just, oh gracious cards, give me a swamp next turn. But I will cast my Psychomancer, and whenever Psychomancer or another non-token artifact I control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, or put in exile from the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life and I gain a life. So we'll start with that. Pass.
Oh, that's not bad though. I like that guy a lot.
Very cool.
I want to make a pauper deck out of it.
I'm reading your stream a little bit there, Chris, and I agree with Ancient Oak. I love using a dice to decide my attacks.
Oh yeah.
I took a prairie stream for my plains, just as a FYI.
Oh, nice.
And Nate, it is your turn as well. Sorry if I didn't say pass loud enough.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, stop. That's not even a basic. It's legit any planes. That's solid.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I will put down an Ash Barrens. And let's do tap 1 for the cost, and then I'll tap 4 for X. I'll play Hormanga Horde. Ravenous, when this creature enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. If X is 5 or more, draw a card when it enters, so we don't have to worry about that. But I'll put a 4/4 counter on there, so he's a 5/5. And pass turn.
Doesn't the ETB with 5? Doesn't the Ferocious, or is it Rampage, make it with 5 for power?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it'll be a 5/5 now.
Okay, there. Alright, so I'm going to untap and draw. Terramorphic Expanse. I'm going to crack that and go get a Black Sorcerer Swamp. Get the swamp on the battlefield tapped. I believe I'm going to go for my commander. Yeah, I'm going to go for the commander, so blue and 5. I mean, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Abaddon, during your turn, spells you cast from your hand with mana value X or less have Cascade, where X is the amount of life lost this turn. Alright, so I'm going to go to the die roll. It's going to be the same order. It's a 6, so I'm going to Jansen for a 6/5. And that's it.
Yeah, I will. I'll take it.
All right, and then I will pass the turn after that.
Very good. Untap, draw for turn.
Have you guys been enjoying the art on these cards?
Oh my lord, yes.
Oh, beautiful.
I'll
The
go
art alone
2.
made me want to buy all of these because, like, oh my lord.
Yeah, the art's fantastic. I'm really impressed with what they did here. I'm going to drop a Talisman of Hierarchy. I'll go and play my commander as well, Inquisitor Greyfax. And so that gives my other creatures +1/0 and Vigilance. And then for 1 and tap, I can tap a creature an opponent controls, and then I investigate for a clue token. So I am going to, I don't think, what's that creature you have over there, Fallen?
Oh, come on.
I'm just looking around.
No, he's just a little 1/1.
Just
Little
dude's
one.
chilling.
Bill 1.
Yeah, I mean, I have a Vigilant guy, and the only place I'm getting through is over there. So I'm going to swing 2/1 first strike Vigilant at you, Fallen,
Head first strike.
God.
for massive 3 damage. Sorry, it's a 3/1.
All right.
And then I'll send it over to you.
I see that I'm the oddball, and I'm being picked on. All right.
Hey, guys, he's not playing mono blue. He's playing mono black.
Yeah,
What are we
we
doing?
gotta balance it. Not raw.
I will. I'm gonna tap and sacrifice the money.
Oh,
Oof.
My God.
oh, that's good at least.
No, it's still bad because I mean,
Mhm.
It swaps 1 for 1.
oh yeah, I mean I swapped 1 for 1. I mean, oh gosh, I didn't want to. I want to retaliate, but I shouldn't.
Oh, don't we lose something because the artifact?
Oh, I did. Yes. So.
One of us loses
Target
one.
opponent. So yes, Chris, you will lose a life and I will gain a life.
All right, down to 40. There we go.
I'm gonna bring you to my level,
Yep.
1 life at a time.
Hey, we have to do it. We have to do it.
Let's see. So I don't have to discard because your commanders are 5/5, right?
Correct.
Let's do. I guess I'm just gonna have to tap. I'm gonna play Resurrection Orb. I'm gonna get 4 to. It's a fun card. So Resurrection Orb. It's a quick creature has lifelink. Whenever the quick creature dies, I return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So good little tradesies, and I'll go ahead and pass turns. And that is Resurrection Orb.
All right, untap, draw. Let's see.
The moment of we all have to read the cards and to know the cards. Kind of thing. We're like, that's new. That's new. Okay, what's how do you pronounce this?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many new names. I will just because we saw it happen. I will tap a green and red. Chris, I'm going to hull breach your soul ring.
Ooh,
Now we're talking.
that is not a bad hit.
That is beautiful.
All right.
Yeah, that is super cool art. I always loved Hull Breach.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
probably one of the
know.
best out of this entire pod thing. The whole breach art. I'm not gonna lie there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Jansen, I'm gonna Jansen, I'm gonna swing at you with the 5/5 creature.
I will block it with my scout. Does it trample?
It doesn't have trample.
I'll chump it with my scout.
Okay. And pass turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap and draw. Alright, I'm gonna do the roll again, go right to combat.
Yep.
It's a 4, it's gonna go down to Samson. And the other one's gonna go at Jansen. The 5/5 commander is at Jansen, and the 6/5 is at Samson.
I'm gonna take the 5.
I'm taking the 6.
Alright, I have Cascade 11 or less. So I'm gonna pay 5 for Hellbrute. Haste 5/4. You may cast Hellbrute from your graveyard by exiling another creature card from your graveyard in addition to paying its additional costs. So 5 or less. It's gonna be a Plague Drone. If an opponent would gain life, that player instead loses that much life.
Oh my god. Wow. You're popping off over there.
All right.
This is punishment. It's like, I can't even block now. I block, I take damage.
All right, and after that, I will then pass the turn.
Oh my goodness.
And it's
Alrighty.
with 1L.
I was trying to find it before 1L. Okay. I'll draw for turn.
What's that creature's toughness?
5/4. And Plague Drone is a 3/3 flyer.
It says if I would gain life, I lose it.
Correct.
Yes. So that lifelink artifact doesn't even help me.
Oh my god. That's crazy. Okay. Let's I have to do it. I will play a Tranquil Cove and lose a life. Thank you very much. Crazy. And I will go 2 and play a. I'm sorry, 3. I'll play a Commander Sphere. So I think I've drawn all of my artifact mana, and I'll go 2 and play a Talisman of Progress.
Oh, just getting it
So
all.
I've caught up somehow, and I will.
Wait, with Tranquil Cove, don't you gain a life?
Yeah, but because
Correct.
of the Plague Drone, you lose it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Oh yeah. Dang it.
And then I'm gonna pass.
All right, you have the tap ability. Okay.
I'm gonna cry now. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Wow. This is the worst womp womp I've ever had.
If you don't draw a land on the next one, I'm okay if you do a free shuffle. I don't mind. If the other two are cool
Yeah,
with
that's
it.
fine by me.
Yeah.
All right, so what's making me lose life if I were to
Plague Drone. The 3/3.
It's a 3/3. All right.
Ain't no one likes a grown man being mana starved.
I need a blocker. I can't even cast a blocker. Pass turn.
Oof.
Oof.
Well, all three of you guys ramped beautifully, and I
Yeah.
just sit here and
We did.
It's mono black being mono black, unfortunately.
well, no. Have you played Necrons yet?
So I did it once and it did the same thing you're doing. Weirdly
So this
enough.
is the first time it's done this to me because I played it before, and I'm normally at boom.
Yeah.
I'm usually because there's so many tapped artifact mana ramp in this deck, and I didn't draw them. I saw the 2 lands, I saw this, I had the orb, the Mind Stones. I'm like, all right, I have a lot of 2.
Yeah, you had a that was a reasonable hand to keep.
Yeah. So Nate, it is up to you to please, I beg you, keep me alive. Do something about this demon
This
Abaddon.
horrible demon lord.
I got something for Abaddon.
Ooh.
I will. I'll put down Cinder Glade, and it enters battlefield untapped because I control a forest and a island.
Yep.
And let's see. He's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I could do that. Could do.
I think I'm 2 lands back now. Yeah.
I will. Ooh. It's kind of cool. I will pass turn.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
spicy.
Yeah.
It's always weird when a player has blue and they're like, I'll pass. Yeah, no big deal. No reason. They're like, yeah, cool.
Just a full grip over here. I'll just
Okay.
pass turn.
I'll just pass.
Okay. Untap and draw. Land per turn is an island. I'm going to go to combat. Jansen, do you want to use your thing?
I will. Yeah, I'm gonna tap down. I'm gonna tap down Abaddon, and I'll make a clue.
All right, Abby's down.
No.
All right, I'm gonna roll the die. It's a 4. I'm sorry, Samson.
Oof.
Oh no.
Is it flying?
No, it's on the ground. It's the 6/5 trample. And then at Nate, I'm doing the 5/4 and the 3/3 in the air.
Okay, I have a response.
Yep.
I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4. I will cast Aetherize. Return all attacking
I
creatures
knew it.
to the
I
owner.
knew it. I knew it.
Boom.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Massive.
Thank you
Massive.
so much.
All right. All right.
Stud.
And if it helps, Chris, like that's it. Like
All
that
right.
is it
All
for blue.
right. I'm just
No
gonna
other hidden
recast the big dude again and just pass the. I knew you had it. I was like, he's gonna do it, but I
I'm
had to
gonna
press
crack
it.
my clue at the end of your turn.
You're good to go after that. I'm gonna recast the Night Rampager again and just go from there.
Yeah, I was just like terrible.
1, 2,
Thank
3,
you.
4.
Thank you so much.
I tried.
I mean, I was hoping for at least to draw darkness. I can be like, fuck.
I have not seen
Chris,
darkness
what's the
in one
power
game.
on your guys?
6/5, 3/3, 5/5.
Okay.
Hubris Punish. Yes, it was Ancient Oak.
We'll go 3, and I'm gonna play Collective Effort, reprint. I think this was Shadows of Innistrad, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am not going to escalate it, and I'm just going to choose to destroy a creature with power 4 or greater, and I will take your I'm going to take Abaddon, actually.
All right, Abby's down. All right.
Get rid of his things.
And
Don't leave me alone.
yeah, and I'm going to pass turn after that. And I'll also hold blue open.
Draw.
Oh, that's right. You got blue. You're Azorus color.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That was not a land, my friend.
All right, just go find a land, put on the battlefield, and shuffle up. I'm cool with it.
Just out of pure curiosity.
But yeah, let's see.
Oh,
Yeah, it's only yeah.
you were going to need it
Yeah.
sooner rather than later.
Where are Alright. Look at the little shit pot. There it is. There's my
Oh yeah, you had a
Holy
legit
crap.
pile.
All stacked
Yeah.
up.
Damn.
That shuffle's gonna be so good for you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
little hornet's nest.
like super shuffle on her.
I mean, because I did draw a mana rock, but it was like still, just the hemorrhage, so much hemorrhage.
I had that happen to me at Pioneer last week. I mulled down a 5, I think 6 games out of the like 9 that I played, and I hit 7 land hands and no land hands 3 times. I was like,
jeez.
this is not even on 21 lands. I was like, this is not even real.
So Pioneer is actually what gave me my pure distastefulness of Niv Mizzet.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
there's the light.
So I have to cast some stuff out of my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's do. We'll tap 2 for an arcane signet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't.
Let's forward real quick to relief.
Oh, does every precon have a different arcane signet?
Yeah,
Yes.
Holy crap!
yeah, they actually made legit. They got super special with it.
What the hell? Yeah, that is so different from what I had. Oh, that's so cool.
Like
basics are
I'm,
really
I'm
incredible,
fully
too.
okay if in the future, like obviously the cost aside, because like $65, $70, $5 up like a deck, quote unquote. If they do this quality for all the commanders in the future, I'm fully okay with having it be this much money in a sense, you know.
So I am going to cast a Lich Guard. I can tap 4, sacrifice a Lich Guard, return all legendary creature cards from my graveyard to my hand. So, and then I'll pass turn because now I don't have to discard.
Oh, it's one word. Okay. One of those things. Like, how many words is this thing?
It is Lychguard.
All right, there we go.
It's the Y.
Yep.
Wow.
I already can't
Thanks,
spell.
Games
It's
Workshop.
unreal.
And that's the thing.
I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put down Magus, Lucia, Kane.
Oh, Secret Commander.
This kind of the. And this one I really like too. I mean, hell, I love creature decks and +1/+1 counter synergies. This is really kind of great.
Yeah. So the Tyranid, I've learned that their whole premise of life is that flesh is weak, and they want to rip the flesh from every single being on Earth in the galaxy and make them just mechanics, basically. Just rip them to shreds.
That is cool. Sick.
And she's like the leader of it, of like a platoon kind of style thing.
I can get behind that for sure. Definitely. That's
Yeah.
freaking awesome. Entering combat, I will put a +1/+1 counter on the Horde card here. So now it's a 6/6.
Yep.
And Chris, I will come at you with a 6/6.
Do I take the 6 or block it?
I have a response.
All right.
I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to play Entrapment Maneuver and say target player, being Nate, has to sacrifice an attacking creature, and I get X 1/1 white soldiers equal to toughness.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Right, Jensen.
So you're going to get a 6.
You're getting 6 little dudes.
Hi, Jensen.
I'm sorry. I need something else other than my Inquisitor.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's
But
okay.
you could have waited for that freaking 6/5. That
Oh, it's still 6,
keeps
yeah.
hanging around.
Well, so no, if the 6/5 swung at him, he'd also take 6 damage from it dying too,
Oh,
because it's got a secondary ability.
what's it, if it dies?
So if it dies, it deals 4 damage to target opponent chosen at random. So it's still not. It's not 6, but it's still something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But knowing my luck, it'd be like, I will save you, Samson. Still take 4.
Still 3-4.
We're not just gonna cut your hair off, Samson. We're gonna pluck your eyeballs out too.
And pass turn.
All right, so I'm gonna untap and draw. I'm gonna play a Venom Crawler.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Venom Crawler is a lifelink. Whenever another creature dies, I put a counter on it. And it's any creature. I need to learn to spell first. And,
Very cool.
And then I'll play a mountain, and then 3 for a Poxwalkers. It's a 3/1 Death Touch. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, return Poxwalkers from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Because it has the Cascade mechanic, so it's a consistent like recursion effect almost. I have to go to the combat thing. Let me put that in the thing. All right, I'm gonna do the reverse order. So it's gonna be Jansen, you're 1-2.
Okay.
Nate, you're 3-4. Samson, you're 5-6. Okay?
Come on, 5.
It's a 3. So Turtle coming at you for a 6/5 trample.
I will take 6.
And then after that, I will then pass said turn.
Alrighty. Okay. Do you still have what was the card that stopped me from gaining life?
It's not in the field. It's in my hand.
Oh, it's in your hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Let me see. Okay. I will. I'm gonna tap 4 and 7. I'm gonna go for it.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna play Deploy the Front, which is a 7-mana sorcery. I create X 1/1 white soldier tokens, where X is the number of creatures on the battlefield. So I have 7.
On the whole battlefield?
9.
The entire battlefield.
Jeez.
So 4, 1,
And 2.
2. So 3, 7. 7 is 14.
Holy moly. Bejeebers.
6.
And did it have a
12.
casualty cost as well?
It does not. This is a new card. Casualty would be insane. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Oh, create. I thought it said casualty X. I'm like,
Oh my god.
That-
That would be insane. So yeah, I have a few soldiers over here.
Nonchalant adding quote unquote 28 power or vigilance to the board.
Yeah, just quietly adding 28 power
Yeah.
vigilance on the board. I will. I'm gonna swing. I'll hold it. Actually, I'm gonna pass turn.
Draw. Yes.
Boom. All right,
Hey.
now we're in the game.
Here we go.
Now we're cooking.
Can you give -1/-1 to everything?
That would be clutch.
Yes. Maybe.
Oh,
Oh.
the blowout.
The question is, do I want to?
So if it's legitimately -1/-1, this is gonna get +20, +20. It's gonna become like a 30/30 with
Yeah.
lifelink.
Wait, what is that?
It's a 2/2 with lifelink. Whenever another creature dies, I put a counter on it. adds any creature on the battlefield. So if you kill everything, pretty much like all the little dudes, he will become one very large individual.
Yeah,
Very,
that's
very
very
large.
scary.
So I'm gonna defile that first.
All right, that is the right choice.
I'm gonna give it -5.
Yeah.
I was saving defile for your commander. The minute you cast the commander, defile. I was gonna show your commander.
Yeah.
Boss.
Love.
Yeah.
So that just changed.
All right, that's Dead Zoos.
So let's do. I can tap 4 and give something lifelink.
Yeah, 'cause you do have the orb still.
I do have the orb still. I can give my 2/3 lifelink, so when I block your big boy, I can gain 2 life out of the 6 and then bring them back.
And a ping too.
And a ping too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I give him 3, so it's like it's a wash. It's actually a wash.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Truthfully.
Could be
I'm
swung
gonna
at by 20 creatures.
I mean, don't worry about it. It's
Yeah,
okay.
no big
It's little
deal.
guys.
Yep.
They're just little guys.
Oh my gosh. Jensen, are you gonna kill me? I'm just curious.
I wasn't going to. I personally feel like I think Abaddon and I think Chris needs to get taken down a notch or 4.
Fair.
Or 20.
At least to even it out.
I'm gonna play Mystic Forge.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, that's a sick reprint.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. So I'm now gonna take a peek see, so that's okay. Oh, little peek. I kind of. All right, we're gonna pass turn. I like that little peek there. I'm just gonna keep looking at it.
I'm gonna put down an island, and then do.
I'm just hoping Jensen does the right thing and taps Chris's 6/5.
So putting down an island, I will tap 3 to bring back the Horde to my hand.
Oh,
That's part of its endless swarm ability there.
that's a cool ability.
Yeah,
Neat.
nice and graveyard. And then tap 4 to put down Trigon Prime. And so
Oh, I love that one.
Trigon Prime, whenever it attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it and a 1/1 counter on up to one other target attacking creature.
Ooh.
That creature can't be blocked this turn. So it's got some nice
Yeah.
evasion to it.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And I'll save that. Sitting a little pretty here. I will pass turn. Yeah.
Counter from the dude still as well. Gain a combat. From your Magus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So I'll put it on the Magus. 1+1/+1 counter on it. Oh yeah, makes it a 2/2.
All right, I'm gonna untap and draw. Swamp. Does that cost 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I can't do that. I'm gonna go to combat and do the roll. I'm gonna do the same order. So Jansen 1, 2, Nate 3, 4, and then Samson 5, 6. It's a 3, so swinging at Nate again. 4, 6. It's a 6-5 tramp.
6-5 trample. I will. This time I'll block with Magus, so I'll take 4.
Is what's the PT on that one?
2.
All right.
The 2/2.
Yeah. All right. I will just go to end step and pass.
I'm gonna tap down your red creature at your end step.
Yep. And then you investigate. Yep.
I'll make my token.
And then just this is death touch too, just so you know. The piece one.
Yeah, perfect. Right. Thank you. Draw. Shit. I'm gonna Miracle Triumph of St. Catherine. I didn't even realize there was Miracle in the set.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, it is a 5/5 lifelink. Triumph of St. Catherine is a human warrior.
Yep.
When it dies, I exile it and the top 6 cards of my library in a face down pile, and then shuffle the pile and put it back on top. So it's kind of interesting. So
Miracle cost this. I did not do. Same here. I did not realize it was Miracle.
I drew it. I'm like, what is going on? Miracle. What year is it? Yeah. I'm gonna go and drop 5, and I'll play a Celestine, the living saint. Get that out of the clear. 3/4 human warrior flying lifelink, and I can return creatures with X mana value X or less from my graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of life I gain this turn. So pretty cool card. Yeah. And I have 1 million creatures, so I guess I will put. I'm gonna swing 6, so 12 power at Chris, and I'll leave it at that.
They're Vigi as well, I believe.
Yeah, they're Vigi. You're right.
I'm going to respond. I'm gonna pay 5 to cast Kill, Maim, and Burn. I'm gonna destroy 1 artifact. Your artifact that pings people, I'm gonna kill that. For the destroy target creature, I'm gonna do the destroy your Inquisitor. And deal 3 to Nate's face directly.
Taking 3 to the face, just the way I like it.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm gonna activate the Inquisitor just before she dies.
Yep.
And I'll tap down your death touch, and I'll make another token. But she's dead.
Then I'll take.
So were you killing my?
Yeah, I'm killing that too. So I'll take the 1 I assume from that.
Yeah, you can have that.
All right,
I'll gain the 1 life.
Go to 33. Nothing else, I believe, at that point. Yep, I'm gonna just pass turn after that.
It was my turn, but I'm gonna.
I passed priority. Sorry.
No worries. I'm gonna pass turn after that.
All right, we're gonna. Are you ready for this magic card? Are you ready for what I saw?
Yeah,
I'm ready for your miracle.
Oh, it's
nice.
a land.
You can miracle that into play. As
Technically.
It turns
out. I will tap, lose a life, and put this on bottom.
No, it's exiled.
Oh, is it exiled?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. It was a land.
All right.
It was a tap land. I don't want that.
Yeah, Jansen, manage that game state.
Gotta love the game state. Everybody's favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
You. Choices. I don't like choices. What is this card again? I don't want that. So. I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to now mutilate.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
So everything gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything gets -6, -6.
Oh.
That's really not very cool.
It isn't, but it is.
Yeah. All right.
Everyone's square one.
Alright, and then I have a trigger on the Night Rampager when it dies.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it's gonna be Samson 1, 2, Jansen 3, 4, and Nate 5, 6. It's a 6, so Nate again. Holy sheeps. It's 4 damage.
It's finally gone.
Yep.
I have a trigger on Triumph of St. Catherine. So when it dies, I exile it and the top 6 cards face down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So what else does it do?
So it dies. I exile the Triumph and the top 6 cards of my library in a face down pile. And then basically I shuffle the pile and put it back on top of my library. So it's going to come back in the next, somewhere within the next 6
That
draws.
is a very neat ability.
It's really interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
It has it's the right, yeah, and that's not even, that's a normal creature, not legendary. It just,
Yeah,
What's
really
that
interesting.
going for? At that point, I guess I will. I'll pass turn.
Okay. Untap all the things. Draw.
I appreciate the land and the shuffle.
Ye-
I feel like we are all equals now. So let's get a fresh start.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's do. Let's keep it there. All right. So I will tap 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, tapping 6 to bring in Swarm Lord. When he enters the battlefield, enters with 2 1/1 +1/+1 counters on it for each time it was cast from the command zone this game. So it's just gonna come in with 2. Makes him a 7/7. And pass turn.
Alright. Let's do raw. Okay. Probably just do my commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna recast my commander for 7. And pass turn.
Okay. I'll untap my many things. Draw for turn. Oh, there she is. Back again.
Nice.
Wow.
That is so cool.
That is really
That,
unbelievable.
Honest to law is a really damn cool ability.
Yeah,
Now, you could have cracked a clue too to make sure she was there too, couldn't you?
I guess I could have, yeah, but I would
even
need the
still,
miracle cost.
Yeah.
Is that the only creature with a miracle? I feel like I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I have not seen Miracle in a serious long time.
Yep, I'm gonna cast my commander as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for Greyfax back in play.
All right, Samson,
and I'll pass turn.
Samson, you have to cast your command, otherwise you're not playing the game right.
Yeah.
I'm not playing. I'm not. I will not. I will not fall into peer pressure. I will not. I do not condone that peer pressure.
You must follow suit.
I don't want to follow suit. I don't want to. Hold on. What is this?
Playing the Silent King, right?
I think it's the only option.
It is not my only option. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your blast.
Brazen is the other one, I think.
I feel pressured. I don't like this.
Too much pressure.
It's not peer pressure. It's just your turn, Samson.
Yeah. Watch your hand, Samson. You pop it on camera, man.
I feel under pressure.
Well, all the cool kids are doing it.
I'm not doing it. I'm going to cast my Plasma Mancer. When he enters the battlefield, I will search my library for a basic swamp card, reveal it, and put it in my hand. Because I didn't like that swamp, because it comes in tapped. I want that swamp.
Did you say Plasmomancer?
Plasma. Plasma. Plasmancер. I told you.
Plasmancer.
Plasmancer.
I told you I will pronounce everything wrong.
Yeah.
They're all kind of, it's kind of weird in 40K.
Yeah, everything is slightly awkward, yeah. Alright, it's a 3/3 flyer. For 4 mana, you get to ramp to your hand.
I do, but I didn't play land for turn, so it's going to the battlefield.
There we go.
Huh.
Yeah. So it's good, but he's flying, and you know.
Flying can be a thing. I often lose to it.
It's cool that it's a wizard. I like that they gave, they had a lot of relevant creature types on the backs of these 40K races.
Gosh, these sleeves, man. I got the slick away, but now they just stick.
Are they katana sleeves or dragon shields?
Dragon shields.
I always go back and forth between katanas and dragon shields.
Same here.
I actually like that card, so I'm actually going to play that. So I'm going to tap 2. I told you I will not fall under your pressure. I'm going to play Endless Atlas. I can tap, draw a card only if I control 3 or more lands with the same name. I do.
Pretty sure you do.
I'll lose a life. I'm going to exile a swamp.
Nice.
I will tap for Waffles Bobble.
There you go.
Nice.
I was hoping for Solar. I was really hoping for Solar.
I know, imagine that.
And I'll pass turn.
Untap all the things.
It did not take my 1 life away. There, I should be at 25.
Put down an island. This is cool. Okay. Want to save that. So we go 2, 4, 6. Two, so that'll be 3. Keep 3. Yeah, that works. Okay. So what I'll do is 1, 2, 3 for the cost, and tap 2 for X. So I'll play Tyrant Guard. Here's the 3 for the cost, and then 2 for X. It'll enter with 2 1/1 counters on it, so that'll make it a 5/5. What I like with this is the sacrifice. I can turn things with counters on it with hexproof and indestructible. So it's kind of like that heroic intervention or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
And
How do you spell it?
oh, that one's Tyrant Guard.
Tyrant Guard. Thank you. I thought it was an island.
And these two there.
Is that your only creature with counters right now, Nate?
Both of them have counters.
Oh, cool.
And hum-digga-da. Let's see. Chris, I will send. Wait, no, I can't. That's somebody's sickness. Never mind. I will pass turn.
All right. Untap.
I got a little too excited to dish the payback.
Draw. That's this. Effects of 3/3. Does that do 3/3 as well? All right, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing at Jansen for 5.
Do you get that triggers on damage, right?
On damage, correct. It's 5/5 trample.
I'll trade it. I'll trade for it with Triumph of St. Catherine.
Okay. In response,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay 3 for Chaos Warp.
Oof.
Oh shit!
All right. Is that exile?
No, you shuffle it into your library and then reveal the top card. If it's a permanent, put it into the battlefield. And it has trample, so the damage will go through.
Question for you guys
Shoot.
as a possible response.
Yep.
So, let's say I pay 3 to pop in this Ravener. The thing on the bottom of it is what's kind of like tickling my fancy here. When it enters the battlefield, target creature attacks target opponent this turn if able. Is that kind of like a redirect, or is that more like
It's a pre-combat
forcing
effect.
someone? That would be like a pre-combat effect.
Yeah, pre-con. So basically, if you say, hey, before you go to combat, I'm gonna flash this in. You need to now attack this player.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I wanted to help you there, bud.
That's okay. I appreciate it. You turned it into a Talisman of Dominance, which is
All right.
kind of hilarious. In that case, so it's 5 coming through.
Correct.
I'll pay 1 life and add a white from Talisman of Progress, and I will swords the Abaddon.
All right.
Oh, shoot.
Before
If we're gonna get the stack going, we'll get the stack going.
I'm gonna Bituminous Blast your commander.
Oh my
Goddamn.
god.
Wow.
Just see if I get something in response to
Yeah,
sword.
yeah.
lands.
I'm gonna tap Query Fax it after that.
That's a 6-drop, 8-drop, land. Is it? It must be exile top cards. That costs less, so not that one. Doesn't cost that one. Nope.
Oh my god. Bit
Assault.
Blast is huge.
Assault Suit. A creature gets +2/+2, has haste and can't attack you or a planeswalker you control, and it cannot be sacrificed. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control of it and untap it. So this is gonna die, go to exile, but I put it back to my zone. I will gain 5 life. Go to 38.
I'm gonna tap the Swarm Lord to make a clue before Greyfax dies.
One more, make it blue.
All right. And Bastard.
Okay, well now I have nothing. That happened fast.
I have some armor. I have a fancy suit.
Fancy suit.
All right.
Iron Pro.
I'll play a Terramorphic Expanse, and I guess I will. What does she cost? 4, 8. All right, so I'll go and tap 4, and I'll tap 8 to play Greyfax once again. I'm gonna crack the Terramorphic Expanse and pass my turn.
It's the late game jitters where we just flood out and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
The amount of mana you have over the Jets is insane.
Hey, and it's all spent on my poor commander.
Yeah. Watch Samson come out of nowhere with the win. Give him that one land.
So one land.
Yeah, give him a land, he wins the game. Oh, I cascade a thing. I have to do a ability before. It's probably too late at this point. Yeah, it's too late. So I just know for next turn I have the Poxwalker. I gotta remember to do that.
That comes out of your yard.
Yeah, I forgot about it though, so I'm not gonna put it out there.
Word.
All right. Yeah, it goes in the field when I cascade.
It's really cool. Samson muted for anyone else?
Maybe he's just not talking.
No, I was talking. I muted because my wife walked by, so I was talking to her for a second. So, sorry. I did land per turn. I did my little peeky peek from Mystic Ford. I tap Endless Atlas with 2 lands to go get to draw that card.
Yep.
Because I like it. I just don't want to play it yet. That's not bad. I don't like it. I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to crack the Wafer Bobble to go put a basic land into the battlefield. And to get a little shuffle.
Little shuffle.
I'm really curious to see if any of these Warhammer cards are going to end up breaking Legacy like Minx and Boo ended up doing.
Oh, it's there's always usually like one thing that comes out of nowhere, like so.
There's a few Necron cards that are just like stupid. I just haven't found.
I feel like it would be in the Necron deck too. Like there's some really crazy stuff in there.
So there's one artifact. So if you make an artifact deck, there's one of them that is you pretty much you flip your deck around. So you just keep, as long as you can keep casting creatures out of your graveyard, then you won't lose the game. Like you can't. It says you can't lose the game. And it's like you mill yourself out, and it's like as long as you have creatures in the graveyard to keep casting, then you can't die.
Oh wow.
And then you got like multiple things that give all your artifacts hexproof. You got multiple things that turn everything into artifacts. So you're just in this habitual recycle.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I just haven't yet to do that yet. So I have how much mana available? So there's 4, and I have an arcane signet. Let's take another peek.
I like to play. Kumbarani, you asking of joining the game later on, or to the game itself? Are you too late to join? We're just doing the one pod this evening. If you're looking to go into games in the future, you can shoot me a DM or something like that.
So just so I can be like everybody else, I will go ahead and tap 4, and I will play my commander.
There it is.
There we go.
You've joined
Let's
the game.
go.
So I want to play the big thick card because it's nice.
Just don't
So
put a
there's
sticker
my
on it.
silence. Yep. I got 1 mana available.
Alright.
And I will, the Silent King.
Silent King.
Yeah, Simma.
Best turn?
Yeah, I'm going to go past turn.
Untap and tap.
I love his "My will be done" ability.
I will. Yeah. Tap. Three.
Alright. Thank you for the follow.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 6. I'm gonna cast Old One Eye. Comes in with trample.
The name.
Other creatures I have trample. And when it enters the battlefield, I get to create a 5/5 green Tyranid token. And then what's got that some sickness? Let's see. Chris, I'm gonna come at you with the 5/5 Tyrant Guard.
Alright, I will take 5, go to 33.
Okay. And Jansen, I will come at you with the 7/7 Commander.
It has trample, right?
And it has trample.
Okay. I'll go and pay 2 mana. I'm gonna play And They Shall Know No Fear, which just says choose a creature type. They get +1/+0 and indestructible. So I'll choose human and just give Inquisitor Greyfax, choose the 4/3 indestructible, and I'll block to save myself 3 damage. So that's how much total for me?
So then 4.
4. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And then pass turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap. Draw.
I'll be right back.
Okay. 3. Alright, I'm gonna do 5 for the Hell Brute again. 5 for haste, you may cast it from your graveyard by exiling another creature. And then in addition to combat, I'm gonna pay 3 to equip the assault suit to it, so it is now a 6/5 haste. Can't attack me, and it cannot be sacrificed, and I can give it to someone else at the beginning. It's basically at your upkeep. You take control of it, you untap, and you swing with it.
Wow.
So I will. So I don't want to, because everything's like down there. He's got, what's the old eye? That's a 6/6. Those are massive over there.
They're very big.
No reason to really swing down at you, or like Samson in a sense. I'll just pass the turn, then you can get the control of it.
Okay.
It's 6/5.
Does it go clockwise or is it at random?
No, it's each of your upkeeps.
Okay.
So I have assault suit. Oh, I gain control of the 6/5, not
yeah,
the.
correct. Yeah, of the dude itself, and then you can swing in with it if you want to. You just can't attack me
Interesting.
directly.
Right. Okay. I'll draw for turn.
Is it a must attack too?
No, it's not.
So it's not goaded. It's almost goaded.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go and pay 5 mana to play Thunderwolf Cavalry.
Oh god.
I don't think it's gonna pull it. It's in Astartes Warrior first strike. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature I control. So pretty cool, but nothing too crazy.
Uncommon though.
Yeah, very cool and common. I'm also very glad that a lot of these are not humans because I feel like that would break something.
Yeah.
And then I have your 6/5, and I can't attack you with it, so I guess I could send it into those Tyranids.
Yeah, the token is a 5/5, so you could do it.
It's and it's vigilant because of Greyfax.
Yeah.
And +1/+0. That's wild.
Also, yeah, it's a 7/5 right now.
I'll send it at 1 to 3. We'll say it's Samson, and 4 to 6 it's Turtle. So 6. I'll send it up to the Swarm Lord, and so I will swing with the Vigilant 7/5.
Yep.
7.
Yeah, 7/5.
7/5 Hellbrute at Nate.
I'll block it with the token.
Okay. And I'll pass turn.
Now that artifact, when it dies, does it go back to
Yeah.
your field?
So it's technically right now it's on Jansen's field, but because I still control it, I can still equip it to over my side.
Oh, okay, cool.
So like technically it's on his board,
Yeah.
but he can't use it other than only I can.
Yeah, I don't own it or control it. I only control the creature, I think.
Yep.
Okay. Right. So I have an equipment card. It has an attach ability.
Attachment, you can do it at instant speed.
So I can do it from out of my hand.
No, so it's got when it's on the battlefield. So at any point you can then attach it to the thing.
Okay.
That's what attach means. Thank you, Wobicon, for the follow. Much appreciation.
Nice.
So let's do this.
Hope you're enjoying one more game.
We're going to tap 2 and cast a
Cranial plating.
Canal plating.
Oh.
A creature gets
no.
+1/+0 for each artifact I control.
That's a good one.
How many artifacts would that be for an inquiring mind?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's a plus. So +7.
My God.
Okay.
Does it resolve, Jensen?
I'm hellbent.
Same. I have 2, but I am tapped down.
Okay. So I'm now going to take 3. I'm going to cast a Sculpting Steel, making a copy of.
Oh my
Canal
God.
plating.
Holy
There.
Wow.
That is awesome.
That is very cool. That art on Sculpting Steel is insane.
And thank you for the follow. Keep calm. As we have this hit the board state. Welcome to the stream where we're playing right now. We're doing the Warhammer 40k quote precons. We have one of each commander, and we have our friend Samson playing a cranial plating into a sculpting steel into another cranial plating. So each creature potentially can get +16/+0 if he were to equip those to some said creatures. So I need to
Which,
get the
of
creature
course,
that
we're
has
going
you
to
lose
go ahead
life.
and- We're going to go ahead and tap 1. I'm going to equip the fake one to the king.
Oh boy.
All right.
So he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he has a +8. So he is a 8, 9, 10, 11. He
All
is
right.
an
Are you
11.
gonna attack with that, or are you just showing off?
I'm open, just as a heads up, but you don't remember I'm here.
Everybody's technically open.
The
king flies.
decks. I'm also crazy about Rinko. Keep calm. If you have a deck list, I'd love to see the Reaper King because I want to build the Reaper King. So please DM me on that, please. I'll say it enough times.
I'm going to tap 4 and equip the orb to the king as well.
Oh, you.
Oh my
dirty-
god.
All right. All right. So I have the. I can play the Plague Drone. If he gains life, he loses instead. So I at least get a turn.
If you play that and he swings, he'll almost dome himself off of the life
Correct.
loss. That's crazy.
So it's like a mild, like he has to interact with it to work with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to give me a second.
And then let me know before you go into combat.
Yeah, like those. yeah. Let me know as well. I've Inquiring minds want to know.
So there is the certain cards in the Swarm team, and then there is. So it's going at me. Just swing at me.
I don't have to swing. I really want to. So let's.
All right, I got it in the chat. I will.
I'm going to go to
check that
combat.
out
I
later.
will go to combat.
All right.
Clear this
Before
out.
you go into combat,
Yep.
I will pay 2 and 0 for X.
Yep.
I'm gonna play the Ravener.
Ravener.
So it'll come in as a 0/0, but the main effect here still resolves before it dies off.
Yep.
Target creature attacks target opponent this turn if able. So Samson, I'm gonna have your commander target me. Okay.
What?
This is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool if
oh
I'm
my
doing this right.
god.
So now because it has 0/0, it's gonna die off, right?
Yeah.
When it dies off, which one is it? When that dies off, it'll kick in Swarm Lords when a creature I control die. Oh wait, there's no counter on it. Never mind. Ignore that. Sorry. So turn it dies off.
Do you still want to target that dude or somewhere else?
Oh no, I still want to do it. Still want
Okay.
to do
Okay.
that.
All right.
Okay.
Silent King is still coming at me. And now
I don't
go
like
into
what you
your
just did.
combat.
Like, I don't like what you just did. I
It's
don't
gonna get
feel
better.
good. So it's an 11 flying on attack. I'm going to mill 1, 2.
It's on fly. It has flying.
Yeah, it
Yes.
flies too.
Oh my. Oh no. Oh no.
Shit.
Backfire. This is gonna backfire so much. Oh shit.
Do you feel bad?
No, it's
'Cause I feel really bad.
I ain't doing a takes backsies, but oh my god, that's gonna be so much fun.
What
I
did
feel
you
really
mill?
bad.
So
Samson?
when if it didn't have flying, I was gonna block it with one eye and sacrifice this dude here to give it hexproof and indestructible, just to like negate
Move it,
it
yeah.
out and
Yeah.
save both Chris and Jansen. But
I'm
that has
honestly
flying.
okay. I'm torn because I know I said like the king has flying. I know I said it,
totally on me.
but like I'm okay with him taking that. Like maybe he didn't hear me. Like I don't.
No, I
I
think
feel
that's
very
just my
bad.
bad.
I'm gonna
No, we can
crack a
stay the
clue
course.
and see if I can help with this.
Jensen's like I'm
we
leaving
can
the
stay the
game.
course.
That did not help.
Crack another. Come on, do it.
All right, I'll crack one more. I got 3. I'll crack one more clue and see if that fixes the problem. That did not. That was maybe worse.
This is gonna be too funny.
So this is 11 commander damage in the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my. Yeah, you definitely said it, Samson, and I definitely just did not. It did not register that he's flying because that's crazy.
Well, because Chris was like, "Oh, he's gonna attack me," and like, because other guys got blockers. I'm like, it's like, no, like, I don't have to. I can attack whoever I want. He has flying.
Yeah.
So on attack, I will, mill my 3 cards. I can choose an artifact, vehicle, creature, and put it into my hand. So I got, their number is Legion, which is really bad because I can just cast it from the graveyard. So that's gonna go right there.
Oh my god.
Whenever Ghost becomes crewed, I can give creatures unearthed. I can do the Necron Monolith, which it's flying, crew 4. Whenever Necron Monolith attacks, I mill 3 cards for each creature card milled this way. I create additional 2/2 Necron Warriors.
Jeez. It has begun.
I am
the Necron army has begun.
Yes, this is the Necron army. And it's a flying indestructible crew 4. So I mean, I'm going to. I'm going to take the Necron Monolith, and I'm going to put the Ghost Arc in the graveyard.
Necron Monolith.
Beautiful, by the way, beautiful art.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
But it's just
super cool.
When he attacks, it's not a good day for anybody.
No.
Yeah, they have some pretty crazy vehicles in these.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why I want to buy an extra Necron deck, just for my Okiba deck, just so I can get crazy vehicles.
Yeah, I'll pass turn attack.
Yeah, wow. Greasefang cruised that right out of the yard.
Yeah.
And
that'd be
Nate, just so you know, I did not want to attack you. Like,
No, no.
You literally asked for it.
I thought I was doing something slick and suave there.
Dude, you were
doing something though. There ain't no lie to that.
You were playing Mr. Slick, but you slipped.
I slipped. We will do 3 and cast a. Yeah, we'll do 3 and cast this Icon of Ancestry. When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures I control of the chosen type get +1/+1, so I'll choose Tyranids.
Alright, just got another follow from Sir Mipsalot. Thank you for the follow. I read it as Simsalot.
Simsalot, let's go.
So everyone gets their counters.
That's so bad.
Tyranids. And then tap 1 for green, and then tap 5 for X. And I'll pop in this Hormungant Horde again.
Oh, jeeps.
So it's gonna come in with 5 +1/+1 counters on it.
So that's ravenous.
And then because of Ancestry, it gets another counter on it. Because I paid 5 for X, I will draw a card. Well, that's really cool. And let's see. Okay. Samson, I will send.
bring it back.
I'll send the Swarmlord to you. I'll send the Tyrant Guard to Chris.
Yeah.
And I'll send One Eye to Jansen.
Does Swarmlord have a trample?
They all do.
They all have trample because of one eye.
How big is he? Is he just a 8/8?
Go back up.
He's a 8/8. Chris is getting a 6/6.
All right, that's 6/6. Okay.
And Jansen's gonna get a 7/7.
I'm gonna crack my last clue.
I will block your 8/8 with my 3/3
Take 5.
Okay.
and take 5 because I don't want 8 commander damage.
That's a 7/7. You said, Nate?
7/7 is coming at you.
And I took the 6.
I'll take the 7.
And that'll be pass turn for me.
All right.
I feel like Chris is gonna play the creature that says, "Hey, you can't gain life; you take life."
So I am gonna play that. I will not deny that.
Well, it's okay. Then I will take us both out.
I am fully okay with that.
Mutually assured destruction.
You play that, I'm gonna smack you out of spite, and then let you die, and I die with you.
All right, so then I would. Well, I'm at 27. You would hit me for 22 as of right now.
You think I can? You don't think I can play another 4 or 5 artifacts?
I'm aware. I'm just saying at the moment. I will then pay 3 to equip it. So it is a 5/5 flying lifelink with the assault suit on it. I think.
So just hear me out.
Yep.
I will have that will land on my turn.
I know. That's
So-
why I'm probably not gonna do it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then the life
Yeah.
doesn't affect me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're good. I'm gonna do a
We can
Nurgle's
catch that
Rock.
misplay before it gets bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nate.
All right. Nurgle's Rot. Enchanted creature.
Ooh.
I had enchanted creature opponent controls. When it dies, return Nurgle's Rot to my hand, and I create a 1/3 Nurgle. I'm going to equip it on possibly that one. Yeah. Because we're all targeting it right now. So I'm gonna put it on that one, on your command, on the Zarek.
Yeah, cool.
And I'll just pass the turn from there.
Ooh. It's a little steamy in here.
Yeah.
Steamy.
Quite fresh.
Jensen's over here like, my commander just says no more attacking for that
And a big
for the
guy,
big
yeah.
boy.
It does, and then Nate turns around and swipes out for 26.
Yep.
Or whatever.
That's what they said. Nate's board also is a little large over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna play an island for turn.
I realized I misplayed too. Like I was like, I'm gonna tap my Mystic Forge and exile this Baron Moore. I'm like, I could have cycled that for 1 and drawn a card anyways.
All right, I'm gonna go 4, and I'll play Vanguard Suppressor, and I'm gonna squat. I'm gonna pay the
love
squat
it.
cost. There you go. I think this was the first card they
Yeah.
revealed. 3/2 flying with suppressing fire. So when it deals damage to a player, I draw a card. So it's a 3/2 flyer, and then I make a copy of it, a token copy of it.
I wish that was legendary just because I want to play it.
It's really
Like, as a
cool.
leader.
Yeah, and the token is just the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's
which is
so
very
badass.
cool.
That's awesome.
So I'll play that for 6 mana, and
You can do as many times
I
as you
am
want,
going.
I believe.
I will.
Because you can do it 3 more times if you want.
I could. That's true. I'm not going to though.
Ooh, intriguing.
I will. I have 2 cards in hand, and I'm really happy about it. I'm Nate. What do you have over there that's untapped? Is that a creature? That's
This
your
is
horde.
a artifact, and then this is the horde at 7/7.
7/7. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna swing 5. I'll I'll swing. Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna swing 8 total vigilant first strike on the cavalry at Samson, and then 3 of that's commander.
I'm back where I started.
All right, and count on the dudes.
Yeah, and then I get a counter on each other creature. Now it feels like I'm playing humans.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, as for humans.
Yeah, legitimately. And then I'm gonna pass turn.
All right, so I'm going to untap. I'm gonna take my little peek seat. I don't like it, so I'm gonna tap that and lose another life.
All
I'm gonna exile that land because I don't want to land right now. I need some artifacts. I'm gonna take a peek seat. That's gonna be my draw. Let's take another peek. Now, oh, because it's not an instant, so no, I couldn't do it. So I'm going to think about my actions. I'm going to tap Arcane Signet and a Swamp, and I want to do a card. I will play land for turn. So I tap 2 to get 1.
right.
I'm going to tap 3. Oh. 6, 7. So currently, if I swing at Chris,
Yep.
I would lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would lose 10.
And I would chump it potentially. You have
Is that flying as well?
It is.
Okay.
That was the more so reason as to why I played it. Because you can always attach it and get another buff.
And I can't unequip it because I don't have another creature.
Bingo.
Gosh, that really sucks, man. You did good.
But you gotta figure if you swing in, it's only one hit, and then my dude will die, and you have another one after. Technically.
If you want, Samson, I can make it easier for you and just tap it down.
I know you can. But I figured if I go ahead and equip it and make him bigger and swing at Chris, you're not going to tap it down anyways.
That's that would be accurate. If that's your choice, then by all means.
So that stops them from attacking, correct?
It taps it down, yeah.
Yeah, I tap before combat. I'm gonna tap it down. If you
You just gotta think of this. Nate's board state as well is massive. So even if Samson, you swing over, you're gonna still like all of us have a kickback on the swan
Oh, yeah, no.
potentially.
yeah, there's a very big crackback.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem
right now.
There
Other
is.
than my
So-
other than my 3/3.
I will tap 3 and cast a Night Scythe. That will create 2 Necrons.
Even the token's so badass.
Look at that. Yeah.
I will then I'll tap 4 and play the Tomb Sentinel. He's Vigilance. If he were to enter the battlefield from the graveyard, I could exile target non-land permanent. And then I will I'm gonna go to combat.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you gonna tap it down?
I'm gonna let it go.
I will pass combat and end my turn. Because there is a crackback of Tyranids. So I built a wall for Tyranids, which still hurts me when I block.
They ain't there. They ain't there. Let's see. Oh. Dang, I really want to do this, but this also messes it up a little bit. Okay.
Moose, what's going on, buddy?
All right, let's see. I'm gonna pay 3 and tap Icon of Ancestry to look at the top 3 cards of my library, and I can reveal a creature card of a Tyranid type from among them and put it into my hand, and the rest I'll put at the bottom of my library. So looking at the top 3. 3. Yeah. I'll put, of the 3, I'll put the Venom Thrope into my hand.
Yep.
Ooh.
Put the last 2 at the bottom of my library. Five. Yeah. And tapping 5. I'll play First Tyrannic War.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I really want to take advantage of that second half
Yep.
of the first one, but I'm gonna push forward. So put a creature card from my hand onto the battlefield, and I'm gonna end up putting in the Venom Thrope into the battlefield. There's no X in it, so it doesn't get the +1/1 counters for all the lands I have, which makes me a little sad, but that's okay. Everyone started getting flyers out here, so this works.
Yeah.
And because of Icon Ancestry and it's a Tyrannid, it'll get its own 1/1 counter on it. So it'll be a 3/3 flying Death Touch, hexproof thing.
Soup.
Oh my
Thing.
God.
It's gonna be soup.
It's gotta be a suit. Okay. So
What I miss?
put the 1 on there.
What I miss? I'm sorry, I walked away. My dog was crying.
Oh no. Is everyone okay with the dog?
Yeah, no. He was. I think my wife stepped outside and he's like losing it. I mean, I saw a picture of him. He's
Yeah.
very vocal.
I paid 3 and tapped the Icon of Ancestry to look at the top 3 of my cards, and I revealed a Tyrannid that I put into my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I revealed the Venom Throat, put this one in my hand. I played the enchantment, the Saga, just to cheat it in for free. And then I put a 1/1 counter on it because of the artifact there.
Nice. This is who's
and I was,
crying.
Adorable.
just in combat now.
All right, now comes the pain.
Comes the pain.
In
Did you say
theory.
something that has flying?
Yeah, Venom Thrope has flying, Death Touch, and Hexproof.
Oh, cool. But no hate.
Yeah,
We're
it's
good.
My
Mini
favorite new little
Voltron.
baby. Mini Voltron, yeah. And holy crap, it is uncommon, so it could
Yeah.
be a PEDH commander.
I'm in the process of
Pretty
working
awesome.
on that because it's so epic.
That is such an epic card. Oh my gosh. So in the combat phase, I'm gonna send Swarmlord to Chris, Tyrant Guard to Jansen, and Old One Eye to Samson. So Chris
How big is
getting-
Old One Eye?
Old One Eye is 7/7 to
Okay.
Samson,
But no trample, right?
and they all have trample.
Yeah, they all got trample. And I think I'm taking
Uh,
8.
Tyrant Guard is the 6/6 going to Jansen, and Swarmlord is a 8/8 going to Chris.
I'll respond, I guess, first before blockers.
Yep.
And I'm going to flash in Grey Knight Paragon for 5. It is a 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, I can destroy target attacking creature. If it's a demon, I'll exile it. So I'll destroy you sent the Tyrant Guard at me, correct?
I sent the Tyrant Guard to you.
Yeah, so I'm going to flash that in and destroy the Tyrant Guard.
Okay. Am I able to sack it before your effect
Yeah,
resolve?
because
Okay.
you're targeting it right now. Yeah. So you can do the
So
ability.
you,
on
you
it.
So
you can do it in response.
Okay, so in response, I'll sack the Tyrant Guard, and creatures I control with counters on them gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. So everyone's got hexproof and indestructible until end of this turn.
Sorry.
It's okay.
There we go.
And
I will take 8 then.
And that's a 7.
And then because I sacked Tyrant Guard because of a Swarm Lord. I'll draw a card.
Yep.
Well, I guess I'm taking. Yeah, I guess I'll just take 7. I'm like, I can mitigate 5.
But what's the difference between 5 and 7 though at that point, you know?
Yeah, it's like, what's 2 points of damage? And you're about to show me a lightning bolt.
And that'll be pass turn. And then, Chris, don't forget. I'm so sorry, man. I've been meaning to tell you. I keep forgetting. What's that card you're telling us to remind you about to do? I think it's the one that gets tapped in your.
Yeah, it's the if I do a cascade effect. Or if I cast something from that's not from my hand directly.
Gotcha. Just looking out. I didn't know if we had if you had done something and missed it or not.
I'm just gonna pass turn.
Oh damn.
I'll activate Greyfax and I'm gonna tap down the Silent King. And I'll make a clue.
Get down.
Tap that.
Get down with the sickness.
Alrighty. I'll draw. Interesting. Okay. I'll pay 4, and I will play Naam Shai Murad, which I didn't actually know was a thing. It's a 3/3 human rogue whose ability is whenever they deal combat damage to a player, I can have that player return a permanent from their graveyard to their hand. And if I do that, that player then has to choose a permanent in my graveyard.
Oh wow.
And put it onto the battlefield. So an interesting.
I've seen that in
effect.
a recent game of Commander.
That's
Outside.
a
Really?
solid rogue.
Very interesting. I've never. That is a crazy effect. I guess there's a lot going on here.
The kickback is real.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
over.
I mean, I'm just trying to see. I will go, and you have a flyer, right, Chris?
Yep, 3/3.
Okay. I'm gonna put 10 in the air with the suppressors, and I'll do 10 in the air at Nate, and then I'm gonna do. How big are your creatures, Samson?
3/1, 2/2, 2/2, 4/3.
4/3. I will swing with the Grey Knight and the Thunderwolf Cavalry at you, Samson. So that is a Vigilant 5/4 and a Vigilant First Strike 5/4. And
Do they do anything else?
the Cavalry, if it deals combat damage to you, will give a +1/+1 counter to each other creature I control. The suppressors going at Nate, draw me cards whenever they deal combat damage, and the Paragon does nothing.
All right, that was that, man.
So it's a 5/4 first strike, correct?
5/4 first strike to you, 5/4 vanilla vigilant to you, and then Nate's got 10 in the air.
Jansen, I'll block one of your suppressors with the Venom Throat.
Okay.
And it's a 3/3 with Death Touch.
Death Touch.
So
Yep.
great.
All right, so this one.
And because Venom Throat dies because of Swarm Lord, I'll draw a card.
Okay.
Let's just hold. 1 second, guys. Sorry.
the nitty gritty right now.
You're in the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
That Niam is pretty solid.
Yeah. Very, very cool card.
It's-
Kind of weird. Very, very awkward to give somebody something back, but I
Well,
mean,
it's white. What do you expect?
yeah,
So
true.
what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to tap 2 and equip
Oh,
now floating to this Necron. I'm going to block your vanilla 5/4 with it
okay.
because it's you guys' first strike. So I mean, you'll just kill it.
Yeah. So
the
you're gonna block
five-
the vanilla.
So the 5/4 hits first. You put the counters on everything, and then it damage doesn't go through.
Well, no, I'm also going to block the 5/4 with the one that creates counters.
Okay, that was a.
It's not trample damage. I'm going to block it with my Tomb Sentinel.
Okay. So the Tomb Sentinel,
It will die. Yep.
it'll die. The cavalry lives. The vanilla they trade out, and then
No damage dealt to me.
no damage dealt to you. It looks like I did 5 in the air to Nate.
Oh, I still have 5 into the air. Yeah, I just haven't done the.
No worries. I was just double checking. I draw a card off of the suppressor. And I'm gonna tap 2 and sack a clue for another card in my second main. And I will go and I'll play a Plains for the turn, and I'll tap 4 to play a Primaris Chaplain. It's a 3/3 battle cry. When it attacks, it gains indestructible.
Nice.
And I will pass off to you.
You'll pass the tea. Untap. I will draw. Card I've been peeking at for the past turn. I will tap 3. To cast a Convergence of Dominion.
Oh boy.
It is as long as I control my commander.
Oh, yep.
Ability of cards in my graveyard cost 2 less to activate. This effect can can't reduce the mana of ability activated less than 1. I can pay 3, tap it, and mill 3 cards. I will then feel like I have to do this.
What up, Trilio?
I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to unearth the Tomb Sentinel. When he ETBs from the graveyard, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent.
Ooh.
Goodbye, 3/3 flyer that says I lose life when I attack.
Oh.
Is it
Ew.
destroyed or exiled?
It is exiled.
Oh, it's
It ain't coming
gonzo.
back.
It's super
Oh.
gonzo. That's
Yeah.
game then, because you could swing at me with a double attach.
I can, but I'm assuming Jensen's gonna stop me from doing that.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
also,
I'm gonna tap.
yeah.
I'll be tapping down the Silent King.
Yeah. So you
at
don't gain
the
like
end of your
30
main.
life.
Yeah.
So you are just gonna go ahead and tap down the Silent King?
I am, yeah, with Greyfax. I make a clue.
Okay.
$14 life I can handle.
Yeah.
45 life, 44 life, no.
Probably not.
Yeah, because that sucked.
Well, you can move a bunch of things that are the cranial around at least a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out fast. I used the Arcane Signet and 2 cast Dominion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 to cat to
The thing, yeah.
Yep. I will then tap 1 to equip the plating to the Sentinel. And that is going to be for the total of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11, 15. I will swing 15 at Chris.
Yeah. And we'll go down to 4. Not 44. 4.
And then I will go to my instep, and this is exiled. Your go, Mr. Nate.
Okay. Tap. Draw.
Don't forget the ability on the Tyrannic War.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just gonna go to 2. So first Tyrannic War, double the number of each kind of counter on target creatures you control. So Horde becomes a 14/14. Old One-Eye becomes a 14/14.
Oh my god.
And Swarmlord becomes a
It's only one creature.
double. Oh, on target creature. Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
Sorry.
Still massive, but
Yeah.
Hey, Jensen. Maybe you shouldn't attack my commander.
Yeah, I'm. It's funny you say that. I'm feeling a little reticent about my decision here.
Because that's trample damage.
Oh yeah, that's a very large lad.
Now, granted, I also misplayed too because my Night Scythe is flying as well, and I could have killed Nate if I would have equipped the plate, but I would left you completely open to die to one of you guys. So I think we just gave the game to Nate.
partially.
Maybe.
We shall see.
Or
Maybe,
Jensen.
'cause
Actually,
I thought it was
the game-
every creature, but not target creature. So I kind of goofed on that.
I mean, it's pretty tight. We'll see. I think this
Yeah.
is going to be the deciding
Oh, yeah,
next 4
100%.
turns.
I'll put down 2 Temple of Abandon. It comes in tapped, and I scry 1 when it enters battlefield.
They really need to put better lands in these precons, though.
Yeah, I know. That's always been the thing with WotC is they're not gonna put the right lands into decks because that's where the money is these days. You know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It's true.
So I'm just gonna keep it on the top. That card I looked at. Do I? Let's do. One, two, three, 4, 5. I'm gonna play Clamovis. Proclamation Hailer. Each creature you control gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on it.
That's it. Good proliferate.
So it's like a prolifer, right?
Yeah, basically.
So
You just add an extra
put
counter.
that on there. But doesn't it? So I mean, in a sense, am I doubling everything?
No, spell the card out
Is
for
it-
me.
CLAMAVUS.
Yeah, that is not +1. That is huge.
Oh
This
yeah,
is-
you're legit doubling.
I am
Oh
legit
my
doubling this.
god.
Yeah, you're legit
So your
doubling.
14/14 is a
28. That's
28.
Yeah, you got it. Unless there's any like
14, 28.
oh my god, that's crazy.
Wow.
Now,
Two
how
is-
do all the creatures keep getting +1/+1 counters? I guess I missed all that.
3.
That was that's a 5-drop. ETB
Oh my
effect.
Yep.
So that becomes
Not
a
even an
32.
attack trigger. Yeah, ancient. That is a
That is
very
a-
big boy.
Very big
Oh
boy.
my god.
This becomes a 14.
Trampling, no less.
I think that's game.
Yeah.
I think
I
so,
feel
yeah,
like-
because I would end up sending Swarmlord to Jansen,
Mm-hmm.
and then One Eye to Samson, and Horde to Chris.
Yeah. So I know I'm dead either way. So y'all can do the math
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
How big's the Swarmlord? I think you have me regardless.
He's at 32.
Oh my lord. Holy hell.
No, he's at 32.
How big is the guy hitting me?
14 coming at you.
I'll crack my clue and see if the answer is not the answer.
Wait. It's a 14. It's a 14 coming at me.
14 coming at you.
Oh,
I will tap to equip the Necron.
Uh-huh.
Block it with the Necron. That is now a 12/2. I go to 2.
you're going to.
Oh my god.
32.
What?
Yeah, no, yeah. 14 minus 2, 12. Yeah, so you go to 2.
Holy
Yep.
nice.
Wow, he makes it.
What the fudge?
7, 11.
And
Wait, no.
I should-
What's
I-
which?
I
Which?
I think
Nate,
Jansen.
which is bigger? Is it the guy in the right or the guy in the middle? Whichever the bigger one is, you want to swing at Fallen. No, the second
this
biggest one.
This one I'm sending to
I
Jansen.
think they're
because he
both
has
No.
14.
Are they both 14,
I
14, 32?
have
Jansen's getting the 32,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then Chris and Fallen are getting the 14, 14.
Yeah, so they're both 14s. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's that. Damn.
So I'm gonna untap.
And swing life.
I'm gonna draw this card. What's this card? What's this card? What's this? Yeah, I mean that's. I'm just going to.
No rush. Let's see if there's anything.
Tap 2 to go here.
Because nothing can tap down your commander anymore.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's the thing. It's free reign.
Yeah.
8, and just because I've always wanted to play this creature, I'm going to play it.
Play it.
Shard of the Nightbringer.
Dart of the Nightbringer?
I just want to play it. I just want to play it. Not even an
Target opponent
artifact.
lose half their life rounded up, and you gain life equal to loss of. Okay, so
Oh, it's like one of the Catans.
Yeah, I just want. I've always wanted to be able to say I casted him, so I've now cast Shard of the Nightbringer. And then I'll just swing with the Silent King for lethal. Because I don't think your guy's flying.
but Silent King, yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
So I take 4, you get 4, and then Silent King is like a 10 in the air, right?
Yeah.
No, Silent King is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12. He is a
24 plus 2 or plus 3. He's a 27, 28. No, 27,
not,
4.
yeah, because your guy's not flying, right?
No, he's not flying.
Okay.
That's why you were saying that. Oh, wow. Shiza.
Holy
Nice.
bejeeps.
So Fallen does win this one.
Yay! I came back for.
Oh my god, that's a.
Flying did it.
Oh my god, what a clutch! That's great. Very good game. Thanks, gents.
That would have been my other one.
I thought
That's
I
awesome,
lost it. I seriously thought I lost it because I was like, "Oh my gosh, he's got so much damage. Like this is game."
Legit 2 points.
And then it's like, "I'm putting 14." I'm like,
Awesome.
"Just 14?"
That was insane.
Yeah, that was very good. Thank you all.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the shuffle and the one land.
All right, you were very welcome. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna close it out right now. We're gonna go in the rotation. We're gonna go Nate, then Jansen, and then to Samson. We're gonna say who you are and where people can find you.
Hey everyone, I'm Nate or TurtleDoc14. You guys can find me TurtleDoc14 on all the socials. I played the Swarm Lord, friggin' fun as heck deck, and Chris, as always, thank you for having me on tonight.
Absolutely. I'm glad you got back from vacation so we can finally play to get the gaming.
Yeah, that worked out so well.
Perfect timing.
So that's it on my end.
And
then you, Jansen?
My name is Jason. You can find me on the socials, Twitter, TikTok, and Moxfield under Dancing Frog Games. I'm also on TCG Player, and we sell a bunch of cards over here too. So I was playing Inquisitor Greyfax, and very cool deck, tons of tokens, very protective of them. Honestly, if you haven't played an Esper Commander in a while, this is a really great place to start. I'm very inspired to build Esper after this.
That was a solid deck for the token production.
Yeah, very cool. Chris, thank you for having me. This was a ton of fun.
Absolutely. All right, and then Samson.
Yep. And like I said, I'm Fallen Samson. My socials are Fallen Samson as well. And as you can see on my spell table, Fallen Samson 9425 is the Discord. I was playing again. I cannot pronounce his name. I will call him the Fallen King or the Silent King. Again,
The king falls in the woods.
Yeah. But again, you can find me on all the socials, Twitter, all the fun stuff. As Fallen Samson, even the new app of whatnot. I'll be on there probably this weekend doing my first sales, and then we'll just enjoy your week. And Chris, again, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to come play with you guys.
Absolutely. All right, and on that note, I am Chris. I was playing Abaddon, the giant Cascadian Asteries warrior. Pretty insane. Didn't go as crazy as I've seen in the past, but I got many more games coming this week. I got one tomorrow, the one the day after that. I got 2 the following day. So keep tuned in for more Warhammer 40k games. Y'all, thank you very much for playing with me. It was super, super fun. That was a crazy the way that game ended was pretty insane. So greatly appreciate. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all the follows. My name is Chris. One more game. Remember, one more game is just never enough. Peace.
Mhm.